So I always ask everyone, almost as you've kind of gone through your career and all the lessons you've had and everything you've kind of done, what's the best piece of advice you've ever had?
The best piece of advice I've ever had, linked with boxing, is by a guy called Shannon Briggs, former world heavyweight champion.
Hmm.
He was doing a talk in Middlesbrough, I think it was last year sometime, and he said to me, "You really have to study the game. Whatever you're doing, you have to study. You have to know it inside out. You have to know your opponents. You have to know the right foods to eat. You have to know the right training methods. So really study whatever craft you're doing, and you'll become the best at it."
I think that's a great one. And actually, you could apply that to anything. You could apply that to business. And it's just, no, that's a very good one. I like that. So similar, if you were to give advice to your younger self, and you can pick kind of whichever age you want, what advice would you give?
Yeah. So the advice I'd give my younger self is definitely never to beat myself up too much. Don't get down too much. When at first in my career, when I took some losses, I used to be really down for days and days. But now when I look back, those experiences that I went through, they're the ones that are helping me now in my career. So everything is a lesson. You just have to learn from it, and never beat myself up.
I
That's
think
what
that's
I'd tell my younger self.
I think that's a brilliant one. I guess everyone has ups and downs in their own life, and it's in hindsight after the kind of storms passed, and you look back, you realize actually it's all of the bad times actually makes you stronger. And it's some of the worst times in my life almost are the things which I now most cherish, because it made me realize certain things or appreciate my family or whatever. So no, I think that's a spot on piece of advice.